morning, sixth grade. So we're back today. We're talking about the coordinate plane. It is a little bit windy outside on my front porch, so if you hear the wind, disregard. We're going to start by talking about the coordinate plane and particularly some vocabulary that comes along with the coordinate plane. So if you take a look, our coordinate plane, as we know, is really made up of two number lines, right? A horizontal number line and a vertical number line. When you put them together, that's what creates this coordinate plane for us. Our horizontal number line, right, the one that goes side to side, is called the x-axis. And the vertical number line, the one that goes up and down, is called the y-axis. Okay, axis is really just a word that means kind of like a pole or something that rotates. Like maybe you've heard about like the Earth's axis, like it rotates on the axis, right? So just like that kind of line that it goes around. Then something very important that we need to know is where those two number lines intersect, right? Where they cross is called the origin, right? So this point right here in the middle, right where they cross, is called the origin. Okay, and this is stuff we should all hopefully remember from fifth grade. Now, when you are plotting points on the coordinate plane, for example, I'm taking a look at this pink point, right? This one's up in quadrant number 1, right? We numbered those quadrants. This is 1, and then it goes counterclockwise. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, the pink point in quadrant number 1, when I'm trying to figure out its coordinates, first we look at x, right? I'm saying how far horizontally did we go? So if I start at my origin, right, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So in this case, it's 5, and then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now since we go to the right, it's always positive. Right is positive, left is negative, just like our number lines, and up is positive, down is negative, just like our number lines. Okay, so once we find what we call the coordinate pair, right? These are called the coordinates, right? Or a coordinate pair. Oh, I realize you can't see me. There we go. So it's called the coordinates or the coordinate pair. Specifically, the first number is your x coordinate, and the second number is your y coordinate. Okay, that first number is always x. How far left or right did you go? The second number is always y. How far up or down did you go? Okay, so now if we take a look at this green dot in quadrant number 2, we can see first I need to go left and right, right? Starting from my origin's always my starting point. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I can just read here, right? -6 since we went to the left. You can always just read that your x coordinate is -6. And then my y coordinate is, I'll just go up 1. Or we can see that it lines up here with the 1. And there's my coordinate pair. So what I want you to try is, can you tell me what is the y coordinate of this black point? Bonus, which quadrant is it in? Go ahead and pause your screen. And hopefully you're finished. So if I take a look, my x, I could count all the way starting from the origin, but either way I'm going to end up, my x is +10, I went to the right. But it didn't ask for that, it asked for y, so you could have skipped that. And you could see that my y is at -4, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, either way. -4 because we had to go down. Okay, so your y coordinate is -4 for this point. And if you did the bonus, it is in quadrant number 4. Okay, good job, you guys. If you have any questions, write them in the comments or feel free to shoot me a text.